Good morning, folks. It's 9:45 here in Australia, in New South Wales, Australia. As I promised yesterday, or as I mentioned yesterday, I don't know whether I promised or not because I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to get round to this today. I'm going to make some bread and some bread rolls. I'm doing double batch, so if you ever copy this, it's a batch is for 3 900-gram loaves. If you want to just do one loaf, you'll have to do the sums yourself because I'm too busy to do it. But it wouldn't be hard. All you've got to do is divide by a third, you know, and divide by 3, and that gives you your quantities. But I'm doing enough for 6 loaves, 6 900 grams loaves, because I haven't decided how many loaves I'm going to do yet, whether I'm going to do 2 or 3, and the rest is going to be for bread rolls, which will be 2 or 3 dozen or more. So without further ado, I've got the water here. The recipe calls for 4 cups of lukewarm water, and it calls for 2 tablespoons of active dry yeast, which I'm trying to open now. My other yeast went off. I had it in the freezer too. So, can you see that? There we go. I'll bring that a bit further in, like that. That's 8 cups in there. So I need 4 of these, because as I say, I'm doubling up. Now, I bought this larger yeast. It was only $2 more than for 5 packets. So there we go. Now in that, I'm going to put, I didn't get the sugar out. Hang on a minute, fellas. I forgot that. I went to get it and I got sidetracked. Now, you don't need much of this. You need a pinch. Well, because I'm doing double, it gets 2 pinches. And that's it as sugar. And that just helps the yeast to bloom, what they call bloom. So, I'll put that back. Put it away in a minute. Right, now, I've got to get a whisk. Just whisk that through. I hope that water's warm enough. Oh, I hope it's not too warm. I hope I got the temperature right. You could use a thermometer and do it as a temperature, but too much mucking about. I eyeball things, you know me. Now, what we've got to do now is cover that up and leave it for 10 minutes. So it's 9:54 at the moment. So I'll bring you back when that's bloomed, okay? Right, here we go. Well, that's bloomed okay. It's bloomed enough. You can go a bit further if you want, but that's all that white frothy stuff around the sides here. That's all working. You can see it when you get close. You can see it bubbling. So what I'm gonna do now, hopefully, is put it in my mixer. I'm using my Bosch mixer. So we pour that in. Right, now the next step, that took longer than 10 minutes, by the way. That took about 15-16 minutes, because it's well, it's not as cold as it's been here today, but it's actually still a bit too cool for blooming yeast. So I want 1 tablespoonful of salt. Right, I want a 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. Now, I want 1/3 of a cup of honey, but I put the olive oil in first because that stops the honey. Well, it helps to stop the honey sticking to the cup. So we're done with that. I'll put the recipe on, but don't forget, I am doing double, so I've got to put another 1/3 of a cup of olive oil in here, and I've just run out of that, so I'll have to open another one. So just bear with me, folks, I'll be back in a sec. Right, there we go. That's 2/3 of a cup of that. I've got to do another tablespoonful of salt. I got to not to forget myself to double up on everything. Now the honey. Honey, I'm home. You know that song, Shania Twain? She was a good chick, good singer. God, she had a hard life. Lost her family in a car accident, and she had to look after her siblings. Top lady in my book, that. And by God, she was not a bad looker, and she could damn well sing as well. Come on, honey. Honey, I'm home. There we go. All that honey should run out now, because the olive oil, I mean, you'll get a little bit sticky, but not like you normally would. This next one might stick though, because I haven't done it for a long time. I can't remember. It's a long time since I made bread, and I used to do it regular. In fact, I used to, and I still got it, I can grind my own wheat flour. So I'll have to show you that one day, how I do that. I've got the machine to grind it. It's a little ripper. And there's all different kinds of wheats that you can grind. And I think it's, I'll have to look it up again, but I think it's one cup of wheat to 2 cups of flour, or something like that, or 1.5 cups of flour. I know it's almost doubles in size, so it's easy to measure out. I mean, you'll get a little bit left over, but you can keep that like you do normal flour. Right, let's see if this sticks. Yeah, it's sticking a little bit more. This is going to be a fairly long video, but I'll try and keep it as short as I possibly can, because it's done in stages. The hard part is getting the dough to rise. Right, now we get the finger in. Get all the honey out. Can't waste what the bees have took ages to make, to develop. We can't waste that, can we? Well, I can't. There we go. Right, try my finger. And my hands are clean, by the way, folks. Now, I've got to get rid of this olive oil. Got to get rid of this honey. Got to wipe that down so it's not sticky. And what we have to do now, if I can open it, I want 5 cups of flour. Actually, I need 10 cups of flour. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. More than 2 decades later, we're still friends. 7. He's even made it onto the Obama White House presidential dinner table to welcome President Hollande of France. 7. Serving an American cheese to a French president. 8. In 2014, when the Keeler brothers felt they had things really going nicely, 9. The Food and Drugs Authority dropped a bombshell. The same one employed Andy Hatch in Wisconsin. 10. Now then, clean my hands up again, get all the flour off. Put lid on. And there we go. We've got to mix that. And then we've got to keep adding cups of flour one at a time till we get the right consistency. I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay folks, this is how the consistency we need it, that you could touch it and it doesn't stick to your fingers very much. It's tacky, but now we've got to knead it till it becomes smooth and firm and smooth. Oh, well, I won't say firm, but it's not got to be sticky. Now I've got to time this because I've got to do it between 6 and 8 minutes, so you can over knead it, so we've got to be careful we don't over knead it. So I'll put that back on, and we've got to go to number 2, and it's 10:34. So we've got to go to 10:40 or thereabouts. I'll know by the feel of it and the touch of it whether it's right or not. What a great mixer this is. You try doing that with a KitchenAid. You'll do 1, maybe 2, and it will struggle with 2 900 gram loads. You'll probably get 2 600 gram loads out of it. And there's nothing wrong with a KitchenAid mixer, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it, I've got one. And it's good for some things, but it's not good for making bread. Well, I have made bread in it, but it's been a struggle. I've had to get my other flour out, the other jar of flour. I use the other one. Still, now this turns the dough as well. As you can see, it's coming to the top and it will go down to the bottom. It's a brilliant, it's German. It's a Bosch Universal Plus 800 watt motor, and magnificent. I saw it on the internet and I thought I want one of them, because I used to make a lot of bread at one time. I was making it every week just about, and I've got a massive industrial mixer outside, but it's not as good as this. I mean, it is as good as that, but this is better to use. I can use this in the kitchen. The other one's that big. I have to, the bowl itself is about 4 times, 5 times bigger than that bowl. So I'll bring you back when that's done. Okay folks, I think we're just about there with that. I just sprinkled a little bit of flour on for when I take it out, so it doesn't stick to the fingers. It's still a bit sticky. I'll finish the kneading off and then by hand. It's been on for 10 minutes. It says between 6 and 10 minutes, so as long as you get it comes away from the side of the bowl, that's what you're looking for. So we'll see how we go now with this. Got to get a bit out of here first. Just keep flour on your hands and everywhere else, because it will mix in. Get your bowl ready to prove it in, and then it's a waiting game. It's sticky, but it's not too sticky. You get me drift? I don't know whether any of you guys out there will be interested in this, but I hope you are, because it turns out a really, really, really good loaf, and the bread rolls are absolutely delicious. They're brilliant. Do you want to come in here, Sam? He likes his coffee, so I don't get in his way. Well, I try not to. I do get in his way, but I try not to.
After the starter comes vegetarian rennet, which makes the milk turn into solid lumps called curds. The curds are heated, and the moisture that has been forced out, called the whey,
Just get all the dough off there. Chuck this in the sink, because that's finished with now.
The finished cheese is vacuum packed and sent away to mature for up to 10 years.
I don't like wasting stuff. I was brought up not to waste stuff. My dad, if he saw you waste stuff. And it was because of the war, you know. Things were tight and scarce, and you had to use every bit of the stuff that you got, you know. You had no choice. And I was brought up just after the war, right at the end of the war, the World War II. Kids don't know they're born today. They really don't. We've still got loads of this in there yet. I've got to get it out.
It's very young, it's a bit of an ugly duckling. The balance isn't there, the creaminess doesn't naturally come through, but the early signs of the development of flavour are starting to show already. It's got a nut sort of, what would you say about the sort of attack of cheese? Early acidity, I think that's it. It's got a nut acidity.
I suppose I could have done with putting a little bit more flour in, but I didn't.
Person detected is at the doorbell.
Moving on, a little bit more rough and rugged in texture, a bit more North Cornish crisp, I think, this one with regard to texture. I've got to say, he's got a smooth way with words when it comes to describing its cheese. This one is 18 months old.
Nearly there.
Still, the style of the cheese is very much the same. We've not gone from the carpenters to AC/DC here, we've just turned up the volume of it.
Get that out.
There's just another level of flavour to the complexity.
This prevents it. It keeps it moving down the bottom of the mixer, and keeps it pulling it off the sides. They've got it all figured out, this mob.
And if there's an X factor skill with cheese grading, it's looking at a cheese like this at 4 months of age and predicting what its best use is going to be as it goes through the process. And so there's crystal ball element.
All figured out. Mind you, the Germans and the English are the best engineers in the world. But it'd be hard to pick which one's better. being English, I'd probably pick the English, but I've got to give credit where it's due. So I couldn't say definitely. I'd say I'd like to think that the English was better, but it'll be very hard to pick. I think the world of the German engineering. It's amongst America's got good engineers too, but I don't think they're a patch on the English and the very clever people. Well, that'll do for that. Now, get the rest of this stuff out. Was that you on the thing, Glenn? On the doorbell?
No, but it said someone was sitting in the chair.
Hey?
It's a ghost.
Who was it? I thought it was you.
No.
Have you left anything?
There wasn't anyone there. It was took a picture of someone sitting in the chair, but there's no one there.
Nearly there, folks. Scrape the sides of the bowl. You can put this in the dishwasher if you want, but I like to do it by hand. I like to get every nook and cranny and get the stuff out because it gets everywhere. And that bowl comes off. So, and it all comes apart. And then you grease it, oil it, clean it, dry it. And it's ready for next time. Right then. That's what we got. See, it's not so sticky now. I've got some flour around it.
Cheese and chive scone or scones. First of all, just grating up some cheddar cheese, plenty of it. And I say this is a very easy thing to do.
I'll let this rise now. I'll put it in a bowl. Try doing that in the KitchenAid. I don't think so, Tim. Now, what I've done, let me just wash my hands a bit before I handle my camera. And we'll do to the next step. And then it's a waiting game. Gives me a chance to clean up before we go moulding the bread. Now what I've done here, I've got my bowl ready and I've greased it. I've sprayed it with some oil, just like that, so it don't stick to the bowl. Plonk it down and spray the top with oil. Now, gotta get my hands dirty now and wipe the oil around. Yeah, I know. I've got to clean the floor, son. I've got flour everywhere. Yep.
I'm just ducking to the mall.
Hang on a minute. Right. So I'll cover that with a towel, and I'm going to put it in the bedroom where the sun's coming through the window, so it can rise a little in a bit warmer circumstances than in this kitchen. Okay, I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, folks, that's how much it's risen. Now we've got to punch it down. Get all the air out. I've got 2 tins with, and I buttered them. Stop there. Pull it out. See, it's not sticking anymore. It's tacky, but it's not sticking. Right. Next step. Get the scale out. That weighed 3 grams, that. Now we want 900. 825, that's not far off, was it? $8.90, $9.15. Where'd that go? Oh, that's $901. $900. Right. See if we can do it again. This dough looks pretty perfect to me, believe it or not. It's tacky, but it's not sticky. Sticks to your finger a little bit, but it comes off. That's exactly how you need it. I'm so far very, 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 very happy with it. Yeah. That's another one. What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna put that back in the bowl, and I'm gonna form them up in the tins. Then we'll make some bread rolls. It's gonna be a few bread rolls, I'll tell you. So, turn that off, put that over here, and here we go. My hands are clean. I've washed them several times, and I always wash them before I start. So even if I've had a break, I've just had lunch, by the way, and that was on about an hour 15, hour 20. Which is not as long as I thought it was going to take. Now, a lot don't do this. I like to spread it so it gets into the corners and try and keep it even on top. I told you it was going to be a long drawn out process because I've made so much, you know. If you're just doing one, obviously it's not going to take, I mean, you're still going to have to go through the same procedures, but it won't take as long. I mean, you could just plonk that in as I did in a roll, and it will form itself. But I like to do this, make sure. That's just the way I do it. You do it the way you know do it. If you make bread, I'm not suggesting anyone should copy me. If I remember, I'll put the link, Sheri's link, in the comment thing, and I'll bring you back in a bit when I get things sorted. Now I'm going to put them back in the bedroom where the sun's coming through the window, because obviously it's a good rise there. I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay folks, now for the rolls. What we have to do, I have to get these in a perfect round. You pinch on the side where the joins are. Put them on. I won't show you all these, take too long, but I'll show you some how I do it. I don't know whether you do it the same way if you make bread or bread rolls. I have no idea, but do it whichever way you find suits you. That's my philosophy. Don't worry about people saying that's not the right way or this is the right way, this is the way you should do it. I don't really care. Well, I care, you know, if that's the way they want to do it, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But if they have a problem with the way I do it, it is what I just said. Their problem, not mine. This is the way I do it. This is the way I'll always do it. And there's different ways of doing it. Some do it on the counter, but this is too slippy. I can't. Some do it like that, and they make a ball with their hand. It costs the dough's tacky. Oh, it did it. It did it. And then I just tuck it under. I'll probably get 12 to a tray. So. Oh yeah, we can do that. Just got to put a bit more pressure on, that's all, and I normally do. You want to come in here, Glyn?
No.
And if you're good, and you're smart and you're clever, you could do the one in each hand. If you're ambidextrous. But I haven't got enough room to do that. Not and work my camera and everything else at the same time, and I don't see any point. If I can do it like one-handed, that's fine with me. I don't have a problem. Just pinch under there, make sure that's sealed and no cracks come. Okay, I'll do this one and then I'll bring you back when the tray's full. I'm going to have to do about 3 trays, and I think I can get 2 or 3 trays in the oven at once. So, and I'm not worried if they touch each other. In fact, that might be the way to go. I've done that before, and you've just got to pull them apart. It's up to you. It's your dough, your effort. Do what you like, as long as it works. My button keeps catching the tin. Sorry about the noise. I'm not going to show you all of them. We'll be here all night, all day. Now, what my plan is, as Baldrick used to say, it's a cunning plan. If I can get these done in a reasonable time, we're going to have bacon and egg rolls on a fresh roll tonight for tea. But Beryl's a bit off colour today. She's not eating much and she's sleeping most of the day. So I've left her in her pyjamas, give her a bit of a quick wash down below, and I think she's picked a cold up or something, because my son's full of it. He's got a coughing and spluttering all over the place. And I feel like I might be coming down with something too, so we'll just have to play that one by ear. I've just given her, she's not eating much, I've just given her some strawberries and a banana. And she ate it, but I don't want to give her anything to. Tonight I might just give her a buttered bread roll. I will play that one by ear. I'll get something down, don't worry. It's I don't give up very easy, this little black duck. I don't give up easy. If one thing doesn't work, we try another. And we keep trying till we get it right. Some people put sesame seeds on, but I'm not. I'm not that keen on sesame seeds, to be honest. There we go. First tray done. I'll take that now and put that under cover for that to rise, and I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay folks, I've got some of the stuff ready. I've got the 2 loaves now ready to go in. I'm going to cook them at 180 for 25 minutes, and then I'm going to cook the I've got 2 trays and 4, so I've got 28 bread rolls to go in after I've cooked these, because they've got to go in for a shorter time, 15 to 20 minutes. These have got to go in for 25 minutes. But before that, I'm gonna slash them a bit.
Judith Bale for the New York Attorney General's office. All the defendants.
There we go. I'm going to leave the bread rolls as I'm not going to slash them. Just going to leave them round. I'll probably just dust them with a little bit of flour. I don't know yet. I don't think so. I think I'll just do them like that. Then put some butter on to melt at the end when they're finished. So I'm going to put the bread rolls in now. And this is the first time I've used this oven since I last did some bread, since I last baked some bread. So let's see what we're doing. Normally I do 3 loaves and I don't do any bread rolls. It just depends what I need or what I want or how I feel like doing it. Right, now I'm going to set this for 25 minutes. This timer.
The amount that was assessed by the Supreme Court to the harm that was caused here, where
there we go.
Parties left these transactions.
And I'll bring you back when they're done.
Well, disgorgement, Your Honor, looks at taking
And then we'll give the bread rolls a bit of a go. Them bread rolls are looking pretty good, but they could just do with rising a little bit more, so that doesn't matter. I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay, back again. I've just burnt myself, as usual. Time to get these out. Without burning myself again. Right. We'll bring you around. Lift that up a bit. And bring it in. Too much. That's all right. That's it. See if we can just get this to one side so I can get them out of the tin. Done with that. Don't need that no more. get myself a rack. We're still going to get rid of that coffee my daughter bought. She doesn't like my coffee, she likes her own coffee. Fussy buggers, aren't they, kids? Drive you mad. Now, the sound test. That's okay. Sounds hollow. What about that, folks? How good's that? Not bad, is it? Considering I haven't done them for a while. Put that up there to cool before I wash them. Now, I gotta just wipe that over with a bit of butter while it's still hot. She's hot too. There we go. Now, for the next exercise. Rid of that bloody coffee, it's got to go. Oh, Diane. Right, dry my fingers. I've washed my hands again. Just melted some butter. Now I'll turn you around to here. There. Where we will butter some of these. Like a bit of butter. Don't need too much, don't need to drown them. This, all of this is gonna do, give it a little bit of flavour, but it's mainly for colour. It'll give it a fair bit of colour, a nice colour, hopefully. I've got an odd 4 ones over there that I'll have to, I don't think I'll get them in. Now if these touch, it don't matter. And what I'll do, I'll bag these then in 6s, and I'll have 4 bags. The 4 that I've got there we'll use tonight on bacon and egg rolls. Might have to use an extra one off these, but I'll leave 6 out anyway for lunches for during the week tomorrow. I think I'm just going to have enough butter. Now, dry my hands again. Pull that down so we can see oven. Ouch! Burn myself again. Ouch! And again. I just want to higher that up a wrap. And that one. Just there we go. Yeah, that's 3 times I've burnt myself. Let's see how many times I can do it. Not over till the fat lady sings. That's what they say. Okay. Now, that stays at 180. And I'm going to go to, it's 15 to 18 minutes. So we'll go to 15 minutes and see how we go with them. And I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay. Right. We'll give them a bit of a turn around. I did that with the loaves because the back of the oven's usually the hottest. So we turn them down halfway, just not quite halfway through. Them on the left there now have been done a little bit quicker. So it's only 5 or 6 or 7 minutes to go left now. So right, we're all geared up. We've just got 4 to do, and that's. I might have to do them a little bit longer, but they said between 15 and 20 minutes. So I'll see what they look like. I like a little bit of colour on them. Some people like their bread rolls white on top. I like them a little bit darker on top with a little bit of colour on, but we'll see how we go. I'm looking forward to tea tonight, bacon and egg rolls. I don't know whether I could eat 2, I'm not sure. I know my son will eat 2, maybe. We'll see. I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, there we are, folks. That's the first lot out. Ouch. Put my gloves on. Could have put those three, although no, we'll see how we go with them. Got to get the others now. Bit of flour on top. Didn't hurt anybody. Looks like I bought one, doesn't it? There you go. How are the others doing? They just need a few more minutes. And I'll bring you back then when they're all done, and we'll see how we go. Right, all then, the last four's just come out of the oven, and these are all the ones we're going to be eating tonight with our bacon and eggs. Ouch, 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 ouch. That looks a pretty sight. Ouch. Have a look at this. Wrong way. Right, so there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 28 rolls and 2 loaves of bread. Now, I'll keep 4 out for tonight, maybe 5, depending how hungry I think I'll feel. And I'll put 4 packs of 6 in bags, and I'll put them in the freezer, but I'll keep a pack of 6 out, so there's 3 packs of 6 going in the freezer and 1 loaf, and I'll keep a loaf out, and that'll do Beryl and I during the week. Let me know what you think. There we go, there's all the I don't think that's too bad a job, do you? Some stayed white on top, and some have got colour on, so I don't mind that. They're all cooked through, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of taste. I know there'd be some people out there would prefer them all coloured, but the more colour you get on them, the drier they are. And these are ones I did earlier, and you can see they're nice and soft inside. They're not doughy, and they're nearly cool. So I'll let them cool down. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'll put the recipe up. It'll have to go up in 4 stages because it's fairly written in longhand sort of thing, you know. It's so I had to photocopy it in 4 stages. So anyway, let me know what you think of my little efforts here today. See, even they're nice and soft. I like a crust on them, but I don't like sourdough. I've got sourdough down my shed down there, but I'm going to toss it. I've had several goes at making sourdough, and it's been successful as regards getting it right. I got it perfect, you know. But having said that, none of us liked it because it's too tough. It's chewy. It nearly breaks your jaw trying to eat it. And trying to eat it on a sandwich, people rave over it, and I don't know why. I'd prefer that bread any day of the week. I've even done wholemeal bread, but I like this white bread, and I like this particular recipe. It's a good recipe. Now I'll try and leave Sheri's details in the comments, and if you want to try it, I'm afraid you're going to have to, if you only want to make 1 or 2 loaves, you're going to have to do the sums yourself. I'll put the recipe up for 3 900-gram loaves. I've actually done the quantity for 6 900-gram loaves, but then I've decided to do some bread rolls. So I didn't want three loaves, so I'm quite happy with the results of that. And if you like the video, give it a like, share the video with your mates, friends and family. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think of my efforts of today. It's 4 o'clock almost now. It's been quite an effort, but in between there's been a few good 1 hour 1 hour breaks, you know, while I've been waiting for stuff to rise and things like that. And then you've got the cooking time. You're not actually busy all the time, but it does take, you do need to be there for that time, you know. And I think that applies even if you're only making 1 loaf. So if you're going to make 1 loaf, you might as well make more than 1. That's the way I started doing it. And I started with my big mixer outside. I'll show you that one day. I even made my butter in it and churned the butter in the big mixer outside. And because you got to be careful with butter, it can splash all over the place. And I think my mate Tracy knows a little bit about splashing the kitchen. So I generally do the butter outside. Because it's a big bowl, a massive bowl actually, but it still seems to splash because it churns it, you know, and it takes all the buttermilk and the more out of the cream. So the more buttermilk you have, the more splashing you get. And if that gets out and you don't clean it up, it stinks. It rots down. And it really... So you've got to be very, 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 very... Well, I think with any cooking, you've got to be very clean as regards your hygiene, you know. It's not just about keeping your hands clean, it's about keeping your surrounds clean as well, that you don't leave stale food around. Anyway, I'm going to close this now. Like I say, leave a comment, let me know what you think of my efforts, let me know if you make bread, and if you do, let me know how you do it, and let me know your recipe. And for all those people who've subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. It's really appreciated. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. It helps out the channel a lot, and it gets it out to a lot of other people to see your work. You know, makes you feel as if you've achieved something. Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody. Enjoy the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. And like I always say, it's ta-ra! Ta-ra for now.